Hello, I didn't see you there. My name is Sean Van Dalen. I just graduated from Wayne State University. Don't worry, COMM 3300. I still have time to deliver my final report on how to find a good leader and what qualities make them effective. Right after this quick outfit change. Much better. Now, the reason I want to do my final project on leadership is because it's such an important and universal concept. Literally, you go throughout your day and you experience leaders in every facet of your life. Whether you're going to school with teachers or student leaders leading you through your education, or going to work and having a manager or director lead you through your work schedule. Leaders are relied upon to get things done. Leadership is an extremely important concept, as organizations take on the personality of the leaders and then they reflect it in their work. Some people are quote unquote born leaders, where they feel very comfortable taking on these roles, delegating tasks, coordinating teams. They want to take it upon themselves to show a finished product that is a reflection of themselves, whereas other people feel more comfortable falling in line and taking orders. That's why leadership is so important, because leaders are the ones that deliver results and have to be accountable for their actions. Now, one of the most important things when it comes to leadership is determining who is in charge and who wants to step up and be a leader. Determining how leadership will be carried out in an organization is integral to its strategic planning and setting itself up for a strong future. Having an established hierarchy system in place helps divvy up responsibilities amongst employees and makes people accountable for their actions. Now, depending on what the situation is, there are many types of leaders. According to Investopedia, just to name a few, there's democratic, which the leader takes into account what the people he supervises says when he makes decisions, but at the end of the day, he is responsible and has to make the decisions. There's autocratic, which is kind of like a dictatorship, which is a harsh way to say it, but the leader does not take into account what the people he supervises says. He delegates all the tasks, usually because he is the upper educated one and knows how things are run. There's also transformative, transactional, just to name a few. Not one of these styles is the right style in every situation. It matters, the leader has to take into two things to account when deciding what type of leader he wants to be, and that is context and audience. One of the most important things a leader must do when they first get in their position is recognize the audience and the team that they are leading. Once they do that, they can then determine what type of leadership style will motivate this team to go out and reach the goals that they set out for themselves. To display what I mean, I'll give you a real world example. Usually working in an office building, your director, your manager, or your leader usually comes in every day, they're dressed to impress, they usually have an office cubicle off the side, and they usually only involve themselves in matters that require their direct attention. This separation gives them a level of respect that employees have to show to them. Also, it sets an example of how they should come into work every day, dressed to impress and ready to do their job. Now, on the other hand, take the manager of a landscaping company. They usually come into work every day and work right alongside their employees. They set the tempo of how hard they should be working that day, and this creates a family, team-like atmosphere because the employees feel like the leader is a part of their team and is working with them towards their common goal of finishing the work for the day. These two examples display why it's important for the leader to recognize who his audience is and choose the correct leadership style accordingly. Now I'd like to talk to you about some real life examples of leaders that I look up to. The first one being Steve Yzerman here. Now in hockey, the captains or the leader of the team wear a C on their jersey. This is a sign of respect because captains are the only ones allowed to talk to referees and they serve as the bridge between the coaches and the players. Now, Steve Yzerman, according to NHL.com, was made captain at 19 years old. He was the first or the youngest player ever to be named captain in the NHL. This was a big weight to be given to being such a young player. Now, Steve Yzerman was not the best player. He didn't score the most goals, but what he did was come every day willing to work. His work ethic inspired the rest of the team for the Red Wings to turn around like they did, ending their 40-year Stanley Cup drought in 1997. Yzerman eventually went on to win 3 cups and 2 MVP titles, and known as one of the greatest captains in NHL history. After his playing career was done, he went to Tampa Bay Lightning and is leading their team as their general manager. So I guess you could say he really is one of those natural born leaders. My next example of a real life leader is the leader of the free world and our president of our country, Barack Obama. Now, according to WhiteHouse.gov, Barack Obama is the 44th president of the United States. He's one of the most charismatic leaders we've ever had in this country. He is very involved in social media, talk shows, and hangs out with celebrities on an often basis. And so he's gotten a youth movement, a movement which he accredits to his 2008 election win, according to his website, Barack Obama. Now you know why leadership is so important. I'd like to leave you with a quote from John Quincy Adams. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are a leader.